Hey everybody and welcome back. I'm Fox with FoxeoGames. This is Demon Souls the Red Pillar playthrough. I believe this is going to be episode 12. I told you last time this may be the final episode. Let's find out if it is. We need 23,640 souls. And let's do this. 23,640. Let's pop some souls. How's that sound, guys? How many will that give us? 800. Okay, we're gonna need something better than that. Storied Soldier Soul. That sounds good. We will probably, before we finish here, get a whole bunch of soul items using the Stockpile Thomas glitch. That way, 23,000. I think that's it, right? That way, we have plenty to go for building possibly another character for. Oh, 8. I'm 8 away. Excuse me. What is it with my luck? I'm always just like a few souls away from the next level. Well, guys, we've been talking about what's known as the Red Pill, the Manosphere, specifically in terms of dating, but not exclusively. Somebody did mention something that it's a bad idea to be obsessed with women. Obviously, yeah, we've talked about that. Although I will say that I think maybe, quite possibly, I've not done a good enough job emphasizing that this is not all about, that life isn't all about getting women. It shouldn't be all about getting women. The idea of this playthrough, though, is to look at the Red Pill through the lens specifically of dating, because that's where it is most applicable. So the danger there is in thinking that it should all be about women and getting a new woman and maintaining your relationship with a woman, or whether to drop this woman or keep that woman. And really, I think the biggest, most important message of the Red Pill should be, excuse me, to secure yourself as an individual, as a man, build your value, build your brand, so to speak, as you, and become a valuable man, one worth being sought after by a woman. There we go. Today's drink of choice, as usual, is hot black coffee. It's still wintertime, guys. And I keep my house nice and chill. Temperature in this house ranges from like 59 to 65 degrees, depending on the circumstances. So I'm not going to be chugging a lot of really, is this in? Okay. Not going to be chugging a lot of cold tea like I do in the summertime. Summertime, I love that mugicha. Or just, you know, classic cold black tea. Or other teas. Let's see what we can get here. Oh, looky, looky. We have an item. Oh, that's incredible. Alright, so this area down here is only tricky in so much as we have to deal with plague. And you know what? Let me do this real quick. We're going to go back up, and we're going to Stockpile Thomas glitch the plague item, which I believe is the... shoot, what is it? It's one of those. It's the Widow's Lotus. Yeah, well, the one we just got. We're going to Stockpile Thomas those, get a whole bunch, so we don't have to worry about it. Is it cheating? I'll let you decide. The answer is yes, it's cheating. Okay, the answer is yes, it's cheating. But we're not too worried about that nonsense. Like I said, guys, don't cheat your way through this game the first time you play it. Please at least play through it once without using any glitches. So, it's a bad idea to glitch your way. Let's see. I think I need all of the items on me. Is that how it works? I don't ever really heal bleed as an effect. But I will heal the other I do want to cure poison and plague. You know, I don't know if the Widow's Lotus cures poison or just plague. It'd be nice if it cured both. Let's do this. Buy item. Walk. Oh, we're not ready for this yet. Hang on. Hang on. We got to set this up properly. We got to set this up. Today we're going to talk about a couple different issues. One thing I want to hit on briefly is birth control. And always being in control of the birth. And that's a phrase that Rollo Tomasi uses, although I don't like his phrasing. I'll tell you why in a minute. Now we're going to walk away here, let the dialogue fade off.
Have you any manners?
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch.
And then we're going to deposit all of the Royal Lotus.
Wait, where are you?
Oh, no, we didn't do that right. Let's try this again. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to remember. Just get it from memory. Let's do that again. Okay, now I remember, I think. So we're gonna buy, walk away. We're gonna do that, hit start.
Hello again.
Okay. Now deposit all the Royal Lotus first. There we go. Done. Alright, that was Royal Lotus. And now... yeah, Royal Lotus. Okay. So, I think we already have 23 Royal Lotus on us. If I'm not mistaken. We still have the items on us that we had before. Let me take a look. Yes, okay. That's cool. Widow's Lotus is next. Let's do it. So, I don't like the phrase always be in control of the birth, because the birth is when a child is not just conceived, but is then, of course, being expelled from the human body. Usually a woman's body. And as in usually, I mean always. So, when he says be in control of the birth, he means be in control of the birth control, but it seems weird to say the word birth control twice in a row, right? You should always control the birth control. You, the man. And let me tell you what that means. That does not mean you make sure she says she's taking the pill. That does not mean you make sure she tells you that she has an IUD. That does not mean that you make sure she does something, because all of the somethings that she does or could do lack any guarantee for you. Is she taking the pill? I don't know. She says she is. Do you know if she is? You don't. That's the problem, guys. The problem is you have no idea. You just have to trust her. Do not ever put yourself in a situation where you are trusting a woman with birth control. Don't do that. Because paternity fraud is real, and there is no punishment for it anywhere in the United States at this time. If there is, let me know, but I haven't found any. There's no punishment for paternity fraud. It's not even a crime. It's not a crime for a woman to lie to you. Say, oh, I can't have children, and besides, I'm also taking birth control for my acne, so, you know, there's absolutely zero chance I can get pregnant. And then she purposely gets pregnant off of you, wasn't really taking birth control, and knows she's fertile. And guess what you can do to her? Absolutely nothing. She could admit to a court of law, yep, I lied to him, I told him such and such, but the plan was just to get a baby out of him, and the court can't do a thing to her, even if they wanted to. There's no law. And here's the other thing we talked about. Excuse me, guys, sorry. I really should go through and get rid of all the coughing and hacking, but you know, it's a lot of effort. It's just too much work. We're going to drop the Legendary Hero Soul. And now, we are loaded up on those bad boys. I think each one is like, what, 10 or 20,000 souls? Dang. Woo! Oh, wait, where is it? There it is! So now we got like almost 200 of these bad boys. Watch this. 10,000 a pop. So let's pop just a few. I don't want to pop them all right now, obviously. Okay, and that will allow us to level up all that we want or need to without hesitation or consternation. Confirmation? Legislation? We need legislation to make it illegal to conceive a child through illegitimate means. And the problem with that legislation is this, guys. It would have to go both ways in one way or another. I mean, come on, we can't have it affect only women. Yeah, sure, there are laws that are designed to pretty much affect only men, but the way things go, the way things are in our society, it's not... Let me make sure I got all... Does he have... How much crescent moon grass does he have? Oh, let's... we'll take a few more of those. women can get laws on the books that are pretty much anti-man and don't affect women almost at all. Like a lot of sexual assault laws specifically involve something called penetration. And of course, for a woman to do that to man is it's possible with an object. We're not going to get into details, but essentially those kind of sexual assault laws favor women because it allows women to sexually assault men in ways that either are not criminal in nature or become less criminal because you have to go with some lesser law on the books. So oftentimes some of the more serious sexual assault laws are only committable by men for the most part because of how they're written. So that's an issue there as well. And if we get a law written regarding paternity fraud, we're going to have to write it in the most fair, non-gender specific way possible. Otherwise, the feminist groups will just demolish it. It's hard to get anything passed that favors men in any way, shape, or form, directly or indirectly. So the issue there is, how would we get this law passed, and what would it say, and what would the language be? And that's going to be very difficult. How do you frame a law around dishonestly achieving conception? I think, a lot of feminists wanted to make it sexual assault if a guy had intimacy with a woman under false pretenses, like he claimed to be a doctor and wasn't. Do I think that should be a criminal law? No, absolutely not. I don't think so. Do I think it's bad? Yeah, of course. But here's the other question. If, someone could say, well, if she gets with a guy and is intimate with him just because she thinks he's rich and he's not, well, that just shows what her intentions were. Yes, it does. But at the same time, maybe that's what she's looking for. Maybe she's looking for a guy that has some money to help her, get settled. She's in her beta bucks stage. She's in the epiphany stage where she's looking for security. She's looking for reassurance that this man can take care of her. And you can say that's good or bad. It's natural. Let's just say that, guys. It's natural. Without making a value judgment, it's natural. So you can judge her for it. You can say that she's a terrible, terrible person. It's up to you. I'm just going to say it's normal and natural, and to expect that kind of behavior from women. It is innate in them, I believe. Another thing to keep in mind is, on that note about providing, it is not your job to provide for a woman. Okay? Do not get caught up in this old-fashioned traditional notion that does not serve men of thinking that as a man, you're a provider, that it's your duty to be a provider. It's not. Okay? It's not. The law does not require you to be a provider. Now, you could argue it does through child support and alimony, but you are not required to be the sole breadwinner or the primary breadwinner in a family. I would not recommend you date any woman who's not willing to work, and I would highly discourage you from being involved with any woman who is looking for a man to finance her way through basically single motherhood. Because what you'll find is you will dedicate yourself to working and providing a home for this woman. She'll stay at home to take care of the kid or kids. And then in the blink of an eye, things go wrong. She turns on you, takes the kids, and then takes you for a bunch of money in court. And it didn't matter one bit that you helped her out and worked hard and busted your butt. In fact, quite the opposite becomes true. It will now come back to haunt you. And the reason why? You are now considered financially responsible for her because she wasn't working for the entire period of time. They'll say that now you got to keep providing for her even after the divorce. Even after she cheats on you, laughs in your face, calls you names, tries to get you arrested, lies about you. The way I describe it is that essentially it's like forcing a woman to pay her rapist, is what alimony is in a lot of relationships. Because the woman does all this horrible stuff to the man, psychologically horrible stuff, emotionally horrible stuff, and gets away with it because a lot of it's unfortunately legal. It's legal to be a horrible person like that. And then after she does that, she tries to, there's a weird shadow over there. Oh, no, no, it's not. That's a body. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm trying to parry here, guys. There we go. I'm trying to fight my way through this. What the heck? Got him. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. One more. Got him. Woo! By the way, I believe his armor set is male specific. You have to be a male to use it. Golly, that stupid roll. Oh, by the way, that roll thingy, okay? I've been told, apparently, from what I've heard, that... Let's see, Regenerator's Ring. Let's do this. Actually, I think I can wear one of these, and then... I've been told that there's actually a mod where you can get rid of that stupid can't roll in the swamp thing. So that's what I've been told. Somebody told me that on YouTube. I'm gonna take a look and see if it's true. All right, excuse me. So Garl Vinland could arguably be considered the real boss of this area. When you kill her, it's over. You don't have to kill Garl Vinland first. I actually don't know what happens if you kill her without killing Garl Vinland. Does he die? Does he disappear? Do you still get his items? Does he keep fighting you? I don't know. I've never done it. I've always killed Garl Vinland before killing Maiden Astraea. I don't think there's a way to make it all the way here without getting Plague. Wait, there was? Woo, look at that. Okay. It doesn't show us the Plague bar, so maybe that's a emulation thing. You can talk to her, and then she'll essentially kill herself, or you can hit her and defeat her. It's up to you. She'll only kill herself if Garl Vinland is dead. She knows she has no defense at that point. By the way, if you talk to her and try to read her dialogue, the Plague will continue to harm you, and you will not be able to heal through it. And the only way to get to your healing or to cure the Plague will be to skip her dialogue. So don't start dialogue with her if you're plagued and you want to actually listen to her dialogue. Oh, look at all those babies over there. That's just awful. All right. I think of this area as sort of like the purgatory for aborted children. Caught the plague. Too late now, buddy. I'm out. All the aborted fetuses and embryos or whatever stage they're in. All right. Let's do this, people. I'm going to get some more health. Let's pop some of these souls. Too bad we can't do large numbers of them, right? What am I doing? Oh, okay. You know, I wonder, what's the comparison here? That has less bleed, poison, and plague resist. Wait, oh, hang on now. Holy crap, no wonder I didn't get plagued the first time through. Look at the resistance on the Gloom set. The honest truth is that the Gloom set is just better overall, isn't it? The defense increases for fire, slash, blunt, physical, all that stuff, just don't make up for the lack of resistance for bleed, poison, and plague, because you do get quite a bit of bleed, poison, and plague in this game. Poison in that one area, but I guess if you're going through an area that doesn't have those, then yeah, wearing the dark silver set actually does make sense, because where we're going, there's no poison or plague, maybe some bleed. You know, I told you guys that this would be the last episode. I lied. I forgot. We haven't fought Penetrator yet. That's a boss. I'm not talking to... Never mind. We talked about penetration earlier. You cannot take off the selected ring. It will add too much to your burden. Men have the burden of performance, guys. We haven't talked about that before. That's a Rollo Tomasi concept from The Rational Male. The idea is that women are born and that you're supposed to respect them. Men are taught that they need to earn respect. So this is definitely a real thing. Let's... Oh, we can't deposit anymore. We might just drop some of those to make room. Wait. I don't know how to phrase it. Excuse me. Let's do this. And I hate when she stands there, because they end up standing so close to each other, you'll activate one when you mean to activate the other. Okay, so when you want to pop a lot of souls, the way to do it is to put it on your hotbar. Oh. There we go. So let's get a few levels out of this. Illegitimately. It's like having a child out of wedlock. Woo! We'll just keep on going, can't we? This doesn't break the balance at all. Alright, that's 30. We're going to go to 44 on strength. Let's get a little more endurance there. We'll get a couple more levels here. Excuse me. That lingering cough. So, there are few mistakes you can make in this world that are worse than having a child with a woman without planning ahead of time, knowing everything, anticipating everything. If you're going to have a child with a woman, you want to make absolute certain you know exactly what you're doing. Let's see, our dex is really low, isn't it? We might actually boost that up at some point here before the end of the playthrough. Just because it'd be nice to be able to use more weapons on a subsequent New Game Plus. We may do a New Game Plus, we'll see. Before we finish this playthrough, I will want to ascend any weapons I plan on using in the next possible new game, so we'll have to look at that as well. Let me take a look at the Dark Silver Shield. What I really want to see is guard break reduction. That is your stability in this. Now, what I have is better. It's interesting that I ended up using the beginning armor set, sword and shield, for most of the playthrough. And I'm now using the sword and shield for the entire playthrough. See, told you I actually talked to one when I mean to talk to the other. It'd be nice to keep extra shields and armor sets on us, like swap out an armor set when you're going through an area with poison, or swap to another shield if you're fighting someone with, you know, with a fire attack, but this game makes that difficult. You could possibly have a couple shields, but even having just 2 armor sets is too difficult. Maybe we'll get some hardstone chunks in this last area right here. We should, actually. We should, hopefully. Let's see if we can get through it. But keep in mind, we've already opened up the gate here. So, having a child with the wrong woman. Having a child with the right woman at the wrong time. Okay? Terrible, terrible effect on your life, guys. It will haunt you. For... People say for 18 years. Well, that's just how long you pay child support. Possibly longer, depending on the state. Some states will push it to 21. Some states will make you pay child support to 21 and then have to pay for college. Just remember, guys. When a woman can't afford to pay for her children, she gets all sorts of welfare. When a man can't afford to pay for his children, he goes to jail. If ever the disparity was obvious, it should be in that. Women get helped, men get sent to jail. Chunk of Hearthstone, is that not exactly what we just needed and exactly the amount we just needed? Oh no! This set is too heavy for us. That's not good. Alright, well let's go see what we got. Hopefully we only need just a little bit of endurance, and we can get that from our glitched soul items. Are they following me? Nope, not now. I'm surprised I didn't notice that. I love the load times being so short. Essentially, this is how it should work. As a man, you have a child on your time, when you want to, as many as you want to, when you choose to, and that's it. Now, someone can come up here and say, well, what about the woman? What if she... I'm not here for women. I'm not here to support women. I'm not here to tell women what to do. That's a whole nother issue, okay? If there's a great YouTube channel out there where a woman tells other women how to navigate the sexual marketplace and all that jazz, then that's fine. But I am here for men to tell men what they need to do to secure themselves, secure their life, make sure they're safe. Booyah! Look at that. Now we need 5 chunks, and that's it. We have a hardstone already. Pure hardstone. We just need 5 chunks. Okay. Well, that's cool. So we need 5 chunks. We have 7 large hardstone shards, but we need 5. We have... Okay, so we have 6 extra shard and 2 extra large shard. So we can do this. We can do 1 upgrade there. Alright. Now we can't do any more there without having to get more for the longsword. So we'll hold off. Alright, let's see where we're at in equipment burden. 41.6 of 55. Okay, yeah, well that ain't happening. Wait, do I have the right ring on? Hang on. Is that the issue we're having here? Okay, so let's see if that was the issue. Not even that will get us there. Oh. 38.1 to 82.5. Is that not less than 50%? Oh, I accidentally unequipped that. Okay, I was gonna say... Well, let's try this again. 41.6. Oh, we are close. We are close. Getting rid of that. I don't know if that'll work, but let's see if we can get some souls and make it here. How about that? Make it happen. Make the game easier too. So, you have children. When you are ready, you have the number that you want on your time frame. And if any woman you're with isn't okay with that, if she's pushing you to have kids, no. The answer is no. The answer is unequivocally, without question, no debate, no. And how do you communicate to someone that you're not going to discuss something, you're not going to debate something? You don't debate it. When she sits there and says, well, I want kids because of blah, 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 you say, no, I'm not having any kids right now. Or you tell her whatever your conditions are, and you say, that's the end of the story. Period. That's it. And then you stop. You stop talking, you stop arguing, you stop discussing, you stop debating, you stop giving reasons, you stop justifying, you stop explaining, you just stop. You're done. That's it. And if she keeps on, then you say, okay, well, if this is an absolute must for you, then it looks like you and I are going in 2 different directions. And then you end the relationship. And you don't use that as an ultimatum. Please, guys. It's not an ultimatum. Oh, now we're good. I probably got an extra one that I didn't need. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Never, ever, ever present an ultimatum that ends the relationship. You should present it as a statement of fact once you're secure in what you know. So don't say, well, if you're going to demand children, then this relationship is over. Either you stop talking about kids or I'm going to end this right now. That sounds weak. It always sounds weak. You think it sounds strong. It doesn't. It sounds weak. It sounds desperate. Oh my goodness. Did you guys just see what I did? Who noticed what I just did? I just switched the sword and the shield. They're in the wrong hands. Let me just beat him to death with this shield. Come here. Come here. Let me block with my sword and... Hey, I should do a whole playthrough like this, huh? No. No. I wonder who noticed that long before I did. There we go. Okay. Enough wasted time. That was really stupid, wasn't it? I'm gonna let the rest of that heal up. Oh, shit. I don't know why I did that. Just ran right into it like an idiot. I guess I thought it was like cosmetic fire. Excuse me. I have that certain cough where when you laugh, you cough more. You know what I'm talking about. This is the... Is this a respawning lizard? Because if it is, that's cool. I didn't think there were any infinitely respawning lizards. Woo, oh yeah. You know what, let's come back at that lizard again, because that lizard is able to drop exactly what we need if he's there again. I'm just pretty sure there's no such thing as an infinitely respawning lizard in this game. And at this rate, we could actually get some more Shard of Archstones, glitch those into the game too, so we don't have to run back to the Archstone here. So with that out of the way, guys, you do not ever get pushed into having a child. Don't get confused either. Don't let her sit there and convince you that it's time to have a child. Don't let her tell you that you need to man up and be a father. Now, if you are a father, here's something where maybe some red pillars won't agree with me. If you are a father, whether you wanted to be, whether you intended to be, I don't think it matters. If you are a father now, through whatever happened to lead to that, yeah, you got to step up and be a father. That's just an inherent natural role. You don't step up to be the father because she tells you to. You don't step up to be a father because society tells you that that's what makes a man. You do it because you have to believe in it, and I think you should. If you don't, well, I mean, your child, think about it this way. Will your son or daughter understand you saying that you wanted nothing to do with them? The answer is no, they won't. That will hurt them. It'll always bother them. It'll be a problem for them. Your lack of presence will hurt your child forever. It will. If you have to fight to be in your child's life, you have to fight. If you have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to lawyer fighting, then that's what you got to do. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be infinitely spawning. I knew such a thing couldn't be true. Come here. So somebody else played through this entire game at 4K 60 FPS, and they also agreed with me. The parries and backstabs do seem a little off. So he wasn't absolutely certain either, neither am I, but it does seem like the frame rate mod is altering something about how it works. Can't prove it, but it does feel that way, that's for sure. There we go. Sometimes I feel like they work fine, and other times I feel like they're just totally messed up and not working at all. So it's really hard to gauge. We'll see. Full moon grass, nice. Excuse me, guys, so much coughing. Another thing I wanted to talk about involved a presentation given by Donovan Sharp with an E. So you can look him up. I'm going to credit him here. I don't want to borrow anyone's material and not credit them. Look, it's Ostrava. He's been hiding out. Thanks. I don't need that, but thanks anyway. It's something he says are the costs of the red pill, and I think it's really good that he mentioned this because I didn't think about this. The red pill doesn't just improve your life and make everything 100% better. The red pill comes with costs, as most things do, but there are specific costs to the red pill because as you express red pill beliefs, as you act on red pill beliefs, it's a praxeology, not necessarily ideology, but as you put them into practice, you will get a lot of backlash from family and friends, particularly female family members like your mom or sister. They will often, they will not understand. They will think that you're, quote, a woman hater, and that is actually what you'll get from a lot of men. Men in my comment sections are already putting that crap. And, you know, part of it is they may just misunderstand. Part of it is maybe they only heard a bit. Maybe they heard a specific rant, and they think that that rant is the be-all, end-all of the movement, and it's all about hating women. It's not about hating women. It's about recognizing what women are and not hating women for what they can't be, according to Rollo Tomasi. And I think he put it best. It's about not hating women for what they can't be. Society has given us the wrong impression of what women are. And a lot of men get upset about that. A lot of men get upset when a woman turns on them and just throws their whole life to the wind and casts aside everything and gets a divorce and takes the kids and lies to all the family and makes up fake domestic violence accusations and makes up fake child abuse accusations and tries to take all their money in family court. And the thing is, if you are reading about and studying the red pill, none of this surprises you. None of this surprises you. It's all normal. It's all expected. It's all part of her biological programming. And that's the idea here, is once you know what to expect, it doesn't shock you, it doesn't horrify you the same way. Well, generally won't. And what ends up happening instead is that you understand, so you're prepared for it, so you make better decisions. And you can respond better. That's the idea here, guys. The idea here is it doesn't completely throw you for a loop like it would otherwise. I really shouldn't have activated all three of these guys at once. Man, this is not going to be easy. This is not going to be easy, because they are staying on top of each other, too. Which is some serious bullshit, in my opinion. Oh, that was a close one. I really could have died right there. Oh, there we go. That charge attack and all the bullshit stun lock that comes out of it. There we go. Another bullshit push maneuver when I meant to attack. There we go. Very frustrating. That stuff can get you killed. Bad controls get you killed in a game. And then people that are not, you know, people that are ignorant of how game programming works and design will always blame the gamer. So the type that always blames the gamer for screwing up are probably ignorant of game design. Games aren't perfect, controls aren't perfect. The type that always blame the game are also ignorant of game design. The games don't mess up in every way possible all the time. So those are the two mistakes we discussed in a previous episode. To either always blame the game or to never blame the game. Both are mistakes. Alright, well this area didn't take long. We're still rolling, guys. We might actually finish in this episode. If we do, I might have to set it aside a little early and do some upgrades. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use the Stockpile Thomas glitch for all the upgrade materials that I have. And then probably upgrade a bunch of weapons and then go convert some of them into boss weapons and just whatever I feel like having in the moment. So for a boss, you don't want weak grass clogging it up. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do these two. How about that? And then what should I put on my sword? Sticky white stuff? I don't know if that's good or bad or what. And then I don't think I have a ring, which is particularly useful here. The Regenerator's ring heals... Oh, I need to dump that other ring. It's just 0.2 of weight I don't need on me. I don't think any of these rings are particular... Raises direct hit damage. Lowers other damage is the reason I don't wear that ring. Yeah, there's just not really another ring worthwhile. In my opinion, this game does not have as many useful rings as other ones. Finally, Bior has joined us for a fight. Ooh, the frame rate in here is not good. That sucks. Oh, wow. This guy doesn't stand a chance against us. Dang! I feel bad. That guy was supposed to be a lot harder than that. He was supposed to be a lot harder than that, guys. Now, granted, it's especially true if you're by yourself. He's definitely more difficult than that. I will say, every time I've ever fought him with Bior, I found him to be surprisingly easy. I do think I'd like to get his sword, but I gotta remember what it uses. There's a sword in this game that uses luck as the base stat. The upgrade stat, that is. So that's interesting. I've never actually used it because I've never done a luck playthrough. I just don't like the idea of luck because it doesn't come with any other benefit other than supposedly higher drop rates, but I don't notice it, really. I barely notice higher drop rates. Of course, I've never spec'd deep into luck. I've only done a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna get all these chunks off this guy. We're gonna deposit what we don't need, of course. Including the extra regenerators ring, the master's ring, the ring of sincere prayer, disease ring. I just heal my way through poison. I don't really bother ever equipping it. Chunk of hard stone. Actually, let's deposit that and then take them all. That was kind of pointless, but that's the way I did it. You can get mad at me if you want to. That's just how I roll, y'all. We can still... Alright. Look at all these upgrade materials. Woo! Okay. Let's do this. Oh, we gotta do some prep work for this, folks. Oh yeah, I never even buffed my weapon. Alright. Next seal binding. And before we do that, just in case I lose all my souls in a next seal binding, let's get some more health. That's it. I'm gonna pop a few souls, get one more level out of that. Use one of my glitched souls. That's actually sounds like a good version of this game. Glitched souls. Okay, I think that's enough. Yeah. Alrighty, let's do... At this point, we could do some more dex. Yeah, do a little bit of dexterity. It does give us a point with this longsword too, so not a waste. We have our next seal binding. We're ready to go. Let's do it. Buy item, crescent moongrass, walk away like it's nothing. Hit the button, start, talk to him, and then deposit all of our shards of hardstone. Done, and then back out as quickly as we can. Woo! Now let's see what we got on us. Look at all that sharpstone. You can tell we haven't been using it. Alrighty. So now we're gonna look and see, yep, shard of hardstone. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're actually gonna deposit the sharpstone because we got plenty of it. Seven sharpstone. We'll get more of the sharpstone in the pure sharpstone for now. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah. Let's do it. Now let's do... Hang on. Let me make sure I don't do the same one by mistake. So I did the hardstone first. Oh, but I can't drop the new ones off because he's already full. Alright, well, never mind. So now let's buy this. Walk away. How does anyone ever figure this stuff out? You know what I mean? Who figured that out? Seriously. Oh, we'll know which ones we done because they'll be grayed out. We won't be able to put them back in. That'll be the solution right there. Alright. Now let's do another one. I love it when he doesn't say anything. Let's skip through that, and that should still work. I don't think it affects it if you skip the dialogue. Boom. Now I'm quickening this process. Getting good at it. Let's drop that pure hardstone. You're definitely not supposed to have 1,024 of these bad boys. But we do now, whatever. That's just how it works. You gotta do what you gotta do in this game, you know what I mean? This game is so stingy with the upgrade materials. Chunk of sharpstone. Alright. There we go. We're gonna keep on going, guys. Couple more. So, the cost of the red pill, like I said, family and friends will think you're a woman hater. They will wonder what's wrong with you. They may even stop talking to you or cut you off because they're mad about how you treated a woman. because you treated a woman the way the woman treats you. Remember, women can treat you horribly. When you treat them the way they treat you, people will lose their shit and get so mad at you. It's the notion that you can't dare do to a woman what a woman does to you. That makes you a terrible person. Well, of course, if you're a terrible person for treating them the way they treat you, then what does that make them for treating you that way? By the way, don't tell a woman this in an argument or at any time, because there's a concept known as solipsism or solipsism. I've heard two different pronunciations. It's the idea that they can't really understand it. They're not going to understand it. You think you make this argument to a woman, it'll open her eyes and she'll get... No. No, it won't. She'll just think you're a horrible person. She'll think you're coming up with some Jedi mind trick. It won't work. It will not work. Don't try it. She's not capable of understanding. She just won't, okay? Well, we're done with that. Now we can get the kite shield, except we're out of souls, of course. Has to be some delay here, doesn't there? Let's just pop one of these real quick. Legendary Soldier Soul. And then upgrade our kite shield. Kite shield again. Kite shield again. Kite shield again. Kite shield again. I wonder if it preferred to use the upgrade materials on me versus the ones in Stockpile Thomas. We'll take a look and see. Once you use them once, they go from 1024 to 99, I believe, right? Yeah. Compound short bow +2, and we're only going to take that to... What are we at? Okay. We're going to take it to +3, and actually, let's go see if we can turn that into the lava bow. Where are we going? Right here. We're going to the other blacksmith. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. That bullshit again? Okay, that lens flare glitch, I've been told that there is a mod to help fix it. But I'm not going to worry about it right now unless it starts cutting through... Yeah, see? As long as it gets blocked... My god. That is so bright, it is literally hurting my eyes. My eyes are almost watering from it. That's how bad it is. Now, I can fall down and speed this process up, but occasionally I actually fall down too far and die, so I'm going to play it safe and just roll with it. I'm in human form after all and don't want to push the world tendency towards black right now. There are some people that they do a New Game Plus playthrough of this. They come with a whole bunch of shard of... What are they called? The ones where you... Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. And then they push all the worlds to black, pure black tendency to make them as difficult as possible, and then they do their playthrough. It's like a challenge run. I guess we don't have what we need for it. Let me talk to him first. Have I actually given him the... I think I have. I'm pretty sure you can turn the compound short bow into the lava bow. Let me actually take a look on my other monitor here, guys, and see about the lava bow. Unless I use the armored spider's soul, that would suck. Oh, it's got to be a +7. Is that how this works? Well, that sucks. I gotta burn through a lot more of this shit, don't I? To make it to +7. But yeah, we got it all. Thanks to the Stockpile Thomas glitch. Lava bow. Booyah! And the cool thing is, once you get a boss weapon, correct me if I'm wrong, but in this game, you no longer need to worry about upgrades. The boss weapon is as it is. It does not get upgraded from there. Good to go for now. I do believe. Oh, right there. Here we go. It does feel kind of like a lonely world with no summons and no phantoms, no invasions, no messages other than the developer messages. There is a private server for this, but you have to actually play from a PS3 somehow, I believe. I don't think the emulator can do it yet. Oh well. Let's do... Actually, I think our next pathway is going to be pretty quickly to the last boss. I don't think it'll take any time at all to get there. And I do not want to do that yet. I want to take a look and see what all we want to get out of this before we hit New Game Plus. I don't know I'll do New Game Plus, but just in case, I'd like to have some other items. Alright, the other thing too is when you become part of this red pill movement is you'll get accused of misogyny, which is hating women. You'll get accused of being a sexist. You get accused of a lot of things and told about how horrible you are and how you've been corrupted or something. What? Is that all the damage that does, really? But it does have a fire effect on it now, huh? That's the benefit to this, it has a fire effect. Ability shortage. Oh! That's what's up. What do we need on this? 16 dex? Well, that's what we're going to go get. I was going to say, I knew this thing should do a lot more damage than that. You'll be accused of being a player, a playboy, an F-boy, F-U-C-K boy. You'll be accused of being a manipulator. All sorts of stuff. The idea behind all this is it's not without its costs. People will think things about you. They'll say things about you. Your friends, wives and girlfriends will tell your friends not to hang out with you. And they won't know all the reasons why, but instinctively, they don't want their boyfriend or husband hanging out with you because they know that if they do, they'll learn secrets and tricks. They'll see behind the veil that women put up. That's what they don't want. They don't want you seeing behind the veil. They don't want you to see how the sausage is made, so to speak. They don't want you to see the underpinnings of what really goes on in a woman's mind. They don't want you to know about the tricks she plays to control them. Because women, whether they intend to, mean to, whether they consciously are aware of it, are master manipulators. Women specialize in manipulating men, and the main means by which they do that is sex. That is the main method by which they control men. If you do not allow yourself to be controlled by that, you are powerful in the sexual marketplace. That is a superpower for man nowadays. If you can resist the urge, if you can control your cravings, urges, you will be powerful in a way that other men are not. Because many men will do whatever they need to do to get you-know-what from a woman. They will be controlled by the V, let's say. The idea here is you got to make sure that you are not. So if you're dating a woman, if you're married to a woman, and she puts some sort of stipulation on whether or not you guys, or on whether or not you are intimate that night with whether you do something for her. Well, if you want us to do, such and such tonight, then you better, well, if you're going to do that, then I'm not sleeping with you, or then you're not getting any, you-know-what. If that's the angle she's going at it from, you need to be totally cool with that. Legitimately, truly, totally cool with it. Don't pretend to be cool with it, because she'll see through that and continue to use it. You need to be able to say, okay, that's fine. And then if that keeps going long term, then you deal with it that way. You don't deal with that long term. Eventually, you just decide the relationship's over. Because if you guys are not being intimate, then there's really no relationship. I mean, there's a few exceptions to that. If you're temporarily out of town, or, if she's really, really sick on her deathbed, obviously there are cases where you guys might not do something for a while. So this is one of those areas, this spots that's just like ridiculous in terms of the difficulty. I just lost the chance to get to a lizard there, but whatever. See, these guys all activate at once. I don't know. I don't think you can activate one over the other. Actually, did I just activate one without realizing it? Let's see if this helps. That might, actually. Oh, shoot. I just realized. There we go. Okay. If you can get just one parry on these guys, that is super useful. And I do believe all three of them can and will heal. I may be wrong, but I think they do heal. So, of course, you're thinking you're going to get some awesome item, right? Yeah, look at that. The penetrating sword. Don't even need to bother upgrading any crap for that. By the way, there's actually a slightly better sword than the long sword. It's slightly heavier, but it's called the Knight Sword. I do believe the Knight Sword is overall just better. It's got slightly higher attack. What is the benefit here? Yeah, I get so much more out of what I got because I haven't been putting points into dexterity. The penetrating sword is more of a dex weapon. By far, it's more of a dex weapon. I love the way they freak out when they get hit with the fire. They do like this little fire dance. Oh, that's the one that shoots at you, so we don't want to bother with that. Okay. For now, at least. I think we can waste a whole lot of arrows on that guy that has the bow, and they'll just heal it up. I think these phantoms essentially have unlimited grasses, basically. I'm doing this to make sure he doesn't lose track of me, because I got the... Oh, that is the scraping spear, so be careful here. Blocking it is not purely an answer to the issue. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. That stupid column right there. Oh, God, get away from that column, you jerk. Got him. All right. Whew. Excellent. I think he drops the tower shield, which we already have. Let's take a look and see if that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already have the tower shield, so we'll go ahead and drop it. Well, you know what? We'll hang on to it for now. We'll hang on to it for now. We'll go dump it off after we kill this guy. And I think this guy shoots like magic arrows. Maybe I'm mistaken about that too. But anyway, back to the red pill stuff, the costs of it. Once you kind of learn the white bow. Once you learn the principles of the red pill, one thing that happens is that women aren't the same mystery that they used to be. They don't have that special mystique they used to have. They don't seem mysterious. They don't seem like there's these mythical creatures, you know? You don't worship them. You don't fall in love with them the way you used to. You see things far more practically, and you sort of see things more, and I hate to say this because this is not really the word, not in terms of the desire. No, you see things more transactionally. You understand more naturally that certain things you do will get certain results and responses. And you can almost set your watch to them. They're very reliable. Not 100%. You know, you're dealing with people. People are never 100%. Somebody could feel something, want to respond a certain way, and inherently think, well, I'm going to do something different just to be different. So you don't always know exactly what's going to happen, but you generally will, especially with the women that don't know what you know. And you don't get caught up thinking that women are the be-all, end-all. And you may think that's a good thing, and it is. But at first, there's sort of this feeling of loss. Like, you come to this realization of, yeah, wow, women just aren't as special as I thought they were. And they're not. They're not. They never were. They never were as special as you thought. So you have to come to terms with that. And that's okay, but at first it is sort of sad. We're going to knock this out real quick, guys. Take care of some stuff here. And with that, we are done with this episode. The next one will certainly be the end. I may have to find some way to elongate the episode. Maybe I'll show you guys all the upgrades I do. I'll probably write out the upgrades and then do them live while I record so you can see it happening. See me getting ready for a possible first ever New Game Plus playthrough. Because I don't think I've ever done a New Game Plus playthrough of Demon's Souls, to my knowledge. Alrighty, guys, thanks for joining me. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell icon. And then on that, you also want to select all. Hit the notification bell icon, select all. Subscribe, of course. Like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, well, you can also give it a thumbs down and let me know why. Let me know if you did like it and why you liked it. Links to my social media in the description. Twitter is where I'm most active. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you in the next one. The finale episode of Demon's Souls, The Red Pill. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am, and I will see you all later.